Across the farmlands of western Kenya, termites play a vital role in shaping both crop production and soil health. In Siaya, Vihiga, Kakamega, and Migori counties, farmers often point to 3 species as the most destructive to crops. These are Agoro, Riwo, and Tsisisi. Agoro is the Luo name for the species Macrotermes michaelseni, while the Luhya community calls it Amafwetere. Riwo, known scientifically as Macrotermes subhyalinus, is the Luo name, while the Luhya refer to it as Amakushe. The third species, Tsisisi, is the Luhya name, and the Luo name for the same species is Orudho. Its scientific name belongs to the genus Pseudacanthotermes. All these scientific names are based on the taxonomic identification by the National Museums of Kenya, from termite samples collected on farms across the region. Among the 3, Agoro, Amafwetere, is considered the most destructive, followed closely by Riwo, Amakushe. Both are large termites with reddish-brown heads, and they build tall, dome-shaped mounds that stretch deep into the soil. Agoro mounds are sealed, with no visible external openings. Farmers often notice tiny white mushrooms growing near these mounds, a sign of termite activity below. These termites forage underground, feeding on roots, cutting stems, and tunneling through plant bases, leaving crops weak and hollow. Riwo, Amakushe, termites resemble Agoro but behave slightly differently. Their mounds have large external openings that allow for ventilation, and farmers report seeing medium-sized white mushrooms sprouting nearby. Riwo soldiers are especially aggressive when their mounds are disturbed, and they too damage crops by attacking roots and stems. Tsisisi, Orudho, on the other hand, is smaller in size, and adults are black in color, while the nymphs are white. Unlike Agoro and Riwo, Tsisisi termites do not build visible mounds. Instead, they nest underground. Farmers locate their nests by spotting brown mushrooms on the soil surface and digging below. Tsisisi is particularly destructive to young crops, often cutting seedlings before they mature. These termites also cover objects with soil, building protective mud tubes that enable them to forage safely. Despite their differences, all 3 species share several key similarities. They live in highly organized colonies, each performing distinct roles. Soldiers have large heads and strong jaws for defense. Workers build and repair the nest, care for the queen and the young, and forage for food. The queen, the largest member of the colony, lays thousands of eggs and releases chemical signals that maintain order within the colony. Another fascinating similarity is that all 3 species are farmers themselves. As they forage, these termites collect bits of crop residues and plant matter, carrying them deep into their mounds. Inside, they cultivate fungus gardens, also known as fungus combs, their own carefully maintained food stores. Termites lack the enzymes to digest tough plant materials on their own, so they rely on a symbiotic relationship with fungi. The fungi break down cellulose into simpler forms that termites can eat. From these hanging gardens, small fungal spores sprout, which serve as a key food source for the termites. These internal fungus combs act as food reserves, allowing termites to survive long dry seasons when vegetation is scarce. Despite the damage termites can cause to crops, their presence also benefits the land. Their tunneling aerates the soil, improves water infiltration, and reduces compaction. By decomposing plant matter, they recycle nutrients and enrich the soil with organic material. For farmers, The goal is not to completely eliminate termites, but to find balance, minimizing crop losses while sustaining the soil fertility that termites help maintain. In the farmlands of Western Kenya, understanding termites, their species, behavior, and their role as tiny underground farmers is the key to achieving healthy soils and bountiful harvests built on knowledge, harmony, and coexistence.